Well, folks, it's past Tuesday, even though I didn't notice it because I was working, and I didn't notice it on Wednesday because I guess they hadn't put it out yet. But this was released. That's right. JEM was released. And as you could see, my job only has the DVD version. And look what's selling out more than it. And because it's right there in front of your face. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's selling. But like I said, you'll notice in the previous two pictures that it's only the DVD. It seems that my company, my job, at least the store I'm working at, wants nothing to do with the Blu-ray version. They want nothing to do with it. I mean, I looked up and down. There was nothing up front either. We have this display of DVD and Blu-ray movies right in front of register 1. As soon as you come in, you're going down Action Alley. There's a display, a stand, if you will, of DVD, Blu-rays, of one section being nothing but Disney movies because of Valentine's Day, I guess. Another section being of cheap Blu-rays and DVDs. Another one of new releases like Straight Outta Compton and Everest and The Martian. And then another serving as cheap as DVDs to get a decent price. But no JEM. Why? Because the electronics area is the only place you can find it, and as you can see, it seems to be sold. But guess what? It's only the DVD, and the reason it's being sold, possibly in my opinion, is for the younger generation that has no idea the true element of JEM. So does it surprise me that it's only the DVD being sold? No, and I don't think it should surprise anybody else. But you know what did surprise me? This. That's right. Somebody from Fox News, you can see it down below, decided that, I guess, JEM, as they put it, hold on, let me check here. JEM was an inspirational, inspirational, entertaining, a total jam session. Seriously, dude? Is that what you think? And this was by a Dave, I can't really read it, a Dave Mundez or something like that from Fox TV. Seriously, Dave? Is that what you thought? A total jam, inspirational, entertaining, a total jam sensation or session. Is that what you thought? You know, I know it's an old saying, and it's used constantly, or overused constantly, but what the hell was this guy thinking, giving it that critique? And if not, how much was he paid, either by Hasbro, who I don't think paid him, but maybe by Blumhouse, or even Lionsgate, to even say, or Universal, I should say, Universal Blumhouse, how much do you think they paid him to say those things? Because you know what? That's total garbage that he's saying. An inspirational, entertaining, total jam session. Seriously, an inspirational, entertaining, a total jam session. That is probably the biggest crock of shit, excuse my language, God, that I've ever heard. But you know what's even worse? And I didn't take a picture of this. But what's even worse? is one of the special features on the DVD and presumably the Blu-ray is a feature called the reinvention of JEM. I'm dead fucking serious. Again, excuse my language. The reinvention of JEM. So, is this Universal Blumhouse excuse? Is this the director, the writer, or producer's excuse of explaining, oh, this is why we presented JEM the way we did? Seriously? You know, you guys can, people can piss on how they feel Michael Bay treated Transformers. But at least he stayed true to what made Transformers what it is. You see, when you reboot something, you don't reboot it and turn it into something that it's not. You reboot it and keep it true to its original source material. That is why the Transformers movies, whether you like them or you don't, are very popular with people. Because of the fact that they stay true to the source material. Yes, they're reboots, but they stay true to what made Transformers Transformers. Why do you think nobody shits on My Little Pony Friendship is Magic? Because that show freaking stays true to its origin, as well as expands on it. Why do you think they might be mixed about the G.I. Joe live action films? Which, oh, by the way, Retaliation. Retaliation Retaliation, which was, oh, by the way, let me see, what's the director's name? What's the director's name? Let me see. Let me pull it out. Maybe get a better look. John M. Chu, whatever, did this movie, and people liked it. There were people that liked it, but yet, he does JEM, and his excuse is, oh, I'm reinventing it. G.I. Joe stayed true to its source material. Same with, even if it was rebooted, same with Transformers. No matter how you look at it. No matter how you look at it, they stayed true to the source material. That's what they did. And they never, as far as I know, they never came out with a featurette in any of the Blu-ray or DVD releases saying that they reinvented JEM or reinvented the franchise. They didn't. They rebooted it, they didn't reinvent it. There's a difference. And when it comes to something as iconic as JEM, an 80s iconic cartoon like JEM, and everything it's about, and you can read that, you do not, and this is a fact, you do not reinvent JEM. This ain't freaking High School Musical. JEM is not freaking High School Musical. JEM is not freaking High School Musical. They are not on any of these girl bands, whatever you want to call it. JEM is something that fans, when they hear about a JEM movie being made, they expect it to stay true to its source material, not be shitted on. They expect it to be true to its source material. They don't expect it to be shit on. It's like if somebody took, let's say, what's a good example? It's like if somebody took Scooby-Doo and said, oh, we're going to reinvent it, but Scooby-Doo's going to be brave now, not scared anymore. They're all going to be super, they're all going to have powers and everything now. Yeah, how well did that work when they tried to do that for Scooby and Get a Clue? Yeah, got panned, didn't it? Because you don't try to reinvent anything like that ever. You don't. I mean, and and the fact that you even have somebody saying, "Oh, by the way, it was a inspirational, entertaining, total jam session," is the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard in my life. The biggest crock of shit I've ever heard. Again, makes you wonder how much they paid the guy. And you know, when I just see a DVD being sold at my job, at my store, one of the stores are probably the biggest, most successful, super biggest, one of the biggest, if not most successful retail chains out there. When I only see a DVD release, I think back to what Animat said about Strange Magic. Now, I was willing to give Strange Magic a chance, and even I was curious as to why it didn't get a Blu-ray release as well. Why? Because nobody wanted anything to do with it, not even Disney. And because everything was just, if you watch Animat's review of it and his top four best and worst video, worst list video of 2015, he explains basically that the story's just everywhere on it. It doesn't make any sense, period. But you shouldn't have to worry about that with JEM, but apparently you do. And now it's not the fact that it doesn't have a Blu-ray release, it does. But it's the fact now that you got retail outlets like Walmart, possibly Target, possibly Kmart, possibly Kohl's or wherever, Best Buy, wherever. You got these outlets that want nothing. Nothing. Future Shop in Canada, if you will. They want nothing to do with JEM, possibly in its Blu-ray release. They'd rather sell the freaking DVD. Why? Because they know if anything's going to sell, it's going to give them a profit sales-wise with this release. It's the DVDs, not the Blu-rays. Because pretty much they realize nobody's going to want to spend an extra $2, $3, $4 on this piece of crap adaptation of a franchise. They know that. And you know what's worse? Universal and Blumhouse know it, and I think even Hasbro knows it. And right now, I guarantee you, Hasbro is with their heads down, knowing that the major retailers out there want nothing to do with the Blu-ray. They want nothing to do with it. And I guarantee you, if there are Blu-rays being sold of the movie at other Walmarts, Targets, Kohl's, Future Shops, Best Buys, wherever, I guarantee you they're not selling very well, and people would rather get the DVD. Hell, people would rather just get the freaking torrent the damn movie. But now, Hasbro, Universal, hopefully you now see why people panned this movie the way they did. I mean, heck, Andre Meadows, a black nerd comedy, went to see with a friend of his, and they were the only two in the theater, possibly the only two in the theater. That was it. And this is only a few days, and that was only a few days after it came out. Hopefully now, Universal, Hasbro, you've realized, if you're going to do something, if you're going to do a JEM movie again, maybe it possibly do a sequel if you're going to, do that. Guess what? Keep it true to what made it JEM. Don't try to reinvent it ever again. And in fact, for anybody that's thinking of doing movie adaptations of franchises from the 80s and the 90s, let this be a lesson. Stay true to what made it what it is. You can reboot it, but stay true to what the source material is, to what made it what it is stay true to the source material. Don't try to reinvent it. And for anybody that tries to give positive praise to an adaptation that's a piece of crap like this was, think to yourself, What's more important, your reputation or money? Let me know what you guys think down below.